EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First play, and McCarthy to throw. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden.
So you work all week on your opening script, Mike, and what happens? Well, that opening script is going to have to wait until your second possession. The defense comes out with a big stop early. They get the interception, and now it's the opposing team going out looking to take this early lead.
First and 10 now from the 36. That's quickly out to Williams. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Lions first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's to the right side, and incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Here now, third and 5. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's Gibbs. What a move! He's in! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. On third and a yard, it's McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. That is brought in at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Reichard, good with the extra point. And the Vikings will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Set to go now on first and 10. Once again, it's Gibbs. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Josh Metellus there on the tackle. Second and 7. Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. All even on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a designed run. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Oh, man left wide open. Good play design there. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. First and 10. A carry now for Chandler. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That is incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
3rd and 9. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again. That is Marcus Davenport in there for the sack. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. They'll run with Gibbs. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Dallas Turner on the stop. Third and 5. Now, Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
He's going to air this one out. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch. A huge play just before the half. And even 50 yards.
And how impressive was that, Mike? I mean, not only to be able to generate that amount of separation downfield, but then to track the ball. Remember, this was a running back, but he looked like a wide receiver, and we're looking around the league, Mike, and a lot of these backs, in order to play in today's NFL, you have to be part receiver.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Here's a run. Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal. One more time, they try Gibbs. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's a 2nd charge timeout for Minnesota as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That'll be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big time ball.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Now he'll air one out. That one underthrown and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. And now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's McCarthy. He's going to let this one go deep. And they will finally get to him, but I think even he knows this one is coming back. Now to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. Ho-ho! And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3.
Will Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Goff in the pistol. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's going to have enough there for the first down. Take it up to the 43-yard line. Now whistles here, and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front. Goff. Open man down the field is Turpin. And he will score. Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Lions. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he will go all the way. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Reichert now on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Vikings are able to edge a bit closer. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Inside the 35. And he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. 15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
On first down, here's McCarthy. This one complete right side. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Throwing again is McCarthy. That's caught by Chandler. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 21-yard line.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. To the goal line and in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichert now to add the extra point. He's got it. The Vikings back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 35-yard line.
Williams in motion. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Slot receiver headed right. On 2nd down, Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And he will scores. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. On play action, here's McCarthy. Open man, downfield, it's Hawkinson. And he's going to take this one all the way. 84 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichard, good with the extra point. And the Vikings are able to cut into the deficit. Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. First down, and they stick with Gibbs. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 48-yard line.
A second down throw for Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
On first down, it's Goff. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Here's Bates for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Again, working deep downfield. And the Lions are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
Yeah, I'm finna give y'all another hit. And I just put my drink down. Milan, darling, Milan. To the say, poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black. Designer say Gucci, Prada print. D.O.E. I'm a condo rich. Big Dolce, Diva, Donda, the Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, QU. Let's go, I'ma get. With a boo, why bother? I'm that. Ain't no. I'm a get money type of. If you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite him. Can't hang with her if I don't like it. These I come through and it be crickets. I come through and moves be switching. I'm the problem. I'm the villain. I don't see these Rick Shields throwing dirt on my name and he gon' hit still. Know who to play with. And he's know who to.